Hey everyone, Jodas here. We're back to review another review. This time we'll look at these two of we're doing both for this figure. This time is Transformers R.e.d. Series 1 Optimus Prime and Megatron from Transformers Generation 1. Now this is Hasbro, made by Hasbro from 2020. Now for most of you not familiar with this line, Transformer R.e.d. it stands for Robot's Initial Design. They're kind of like a Star Wars Black Series or Marvel edition. They were like non-transforming, make more show accurate. So I decided I'm going to review both of them. We're going all together. This one's got this at both of them at Walmart. That was a Christmas back in 2020. So yeah, this is the only I got. These two figures. There are also other figures that the line was. I'm not sure. I guess the R.e.d. line continued or just the line was canceled. There was all coming there was a Grimlock. There was also the Shockwave Starscream from G1. There was also Bumblebee. That was the figure is too big. There's also Soundwave, which unfortunately do not have. Maybe something with the future ones. So let's start us off with Optimus Prime first from G1. Now this figure stands about. He's about 6 inches. That we'll show you size compared in a few time. Now this figure Optimus Prime R.e.d. line was for G1. It's actually surprisingly not bad. It did look good job. Looks very show accurate. Pretty looks inspired anime here. Look at the back. There's nothing in the back here. Nice. I didn't nail the good job one. There was my complaint. This painting has a peg hole. Sad blue dot. I wish it could have just white. In case. Now, before we get to the surgery, let's take a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt for Optimus Prime D. Surprisingly not bad. It looks pretty decent. Looks how he looks today that G1 accurate. I'm going to turn the lights on. Yes. I think overall is it did nail. Looks very accurate. I like it as the eyes are blue. It's kind of hard to see. Like it has a mouth plate. Shows the rest of the body. You can see it has a matrix. For instance, plastic. Like its grill, the detail line. Overall, it's pretty detailed, decent. Details. I like it has the Autobot logo on his left shoulder as well. As for articulation for Optimus Prime for R.e.d. line, it ties on a ball joint, 360 degrees, does up and down much to side to side, does up and down 360 degrees. His arms goes up and down, goes in and out that much. He has a thigh tool, bend at the elbow. It's a little tight. The other one is kind of tight. His elbow. Gotta be careful. Don't want to break his elbows. Rotate his wrists. He has a hand movement. And it does get swivel waist kind of loose. His leg is forward and back. Goes in and out that much. He has a thigh tool. Then a knee. Then a double knee. What's kind of like a Marvel Legends. And his ankle forward side to side. So that's about a pretty articulation in posables. As for Optimus Prime's accessory goes, it comes with his alternate hands. First one is point fingers. The other one has you have open pawn hand. The other one is the other hand looks like his holster. You can hold as weapons. Speaking of weapons, he also comes with the Ion Blaster. Looks pretty cool and nice little details. And the other one, he comes with the Energon Axe. This is he used in the first episode when Optimus Prime fought against Megatron on the dam on the top. When he used a battle before it gets flood. And this is the only first and last only used once, and they never use it. I believe this is used in Energon Axe that was from the video games. Now his other surgery. Try to take him off. Constantly has the matrix is removed. Try and keep on. Was very nice the details in closing the case. The older to do that, you take his hand out of you, take his wrist to replacing hand. Gotta be careful, don't want to get this. Oh wait, I went the wrong one. Put a fist, it's a snappable joint. And here I have to hold his blasters. Gotta be careful, don't want to get a scratch of paint. Hold on. There we go. Here's Optimus Prime. He's holding ion blasters. Overall cool if you want to. Kind of wish you gotta be careful. Don't want to break his fingers and looks. Now for the Megatron. This figure, his stands about 6.5 inches because of the shoulder backpack. He's pretty taller. Here's a compared to Optimus Prime. Pretty much the same size as this one's. Now, articulation was just like Optimus, but unlike Optimus, it tends on a ball joint, or side to side. Arms goes up and down, goes in and out that much. Thigh swivel, then to the elbows, rotate the wrist. It does get hand movement. It does have ab articulation. It's kind of ratchet joint snap sound, which is kind of nice. It does swivel waist, goes forwards, leg is forwards, and back goes in and out that much. Thigh swivel, then a knee, then a double knee, and in single forward side to side. You got a nice little really posable, unlike Optimus. The head sculpt for Megatron looks pretty excellent. Probably the best head sculpt for them compared to the previous ones. I think Hasbro did an excellent job. Looks how he did to capture the anime series. I think they nailed a good job with it. I like how his eyes are red, or a pretty evil one. Well, it's kind of received. Has the eyes are red. Nice little pretty menacing looking, like mean face. I wrote for a smirk face. I like has Decepticon logo. I think Hasbro nailed a good job. I think r.e.d did nail a good job. Looks captured in anime series. So I think overall, shows on the back. There's nothing there. I kind of wish to paint the detail of this one's. Now, as for Megatron surgery, it comes with Energon Maze. Again, like Optimus, this was he used in the one episode, in the first episode, when he's battling against Scenes. Was really nice. It's just a plastic, just a purple translucent plastic. Thanks. He comes with alternate hand, just like he comes with point fingers. His other open palm hands. And one it looks like he's holding, I believe this is supposed to be like a hold of weapons for some reason. But sadly, he does not come with the blasters or a sword from Transformers the movie when he gets finished off, but then he gets shot against Optimus, which is pretty traumatized moments. And the clothes surgery, he comes with the Energon Cube, the other hand, with his holding Energon Cubes. Pretty nice, cool, detailed, sculpted, but sadly, you cannot take the Energon Cube off. So that's a nice, cool surgery when you want an option choice. Now, there is a variant for Megatron from r.e.d line. There is the Reformation Megatron, aka the Origin Galvatron. Pretty much the same figure, except the bodies are translucent purple plastic. Try to recreate the origin of Galvatron. So that's about the variants as well. Oh yeah, there's a variant for Optimus Prime here. There's a variant. There's the white one called Ultra Magnus. Pretty much the same mold, except the colors are white instead of blue. So that is the variant for in case. Here's the final size comparison. Here's they compare the r.e.d line to the War for Cybertron trilogy, One's the r.e.d. Optimus behind. The other one is the Seas Award for Cybertron's Megatron. Unfortunately, I don't have the r.e.d. version of Megatron figure. That was really expensive, but was saw a picture. So yeah, they both figure looks pretty similarities side by side. And unfortunately, I didn't have the vintage Megatron, the G1. That was the gun mode. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Megatron's the original one. He's a gun, but throughout the rest of it, he's tank instead of gun. I guess it's a controversial because sensors. So yeah, I think this overall is pretty well nice size comparison. I mean, you'll like the transforming figures. I guess if you one of the r.e.d. lines, that's the best option choice. This. I guess I first stick with the Warfare Cybertron's line figures Wells. So there's my review. Overall, I think Transformer r.e.d. both Optimus and Megatron from G1 surprisingly isn't terrible figure, isn't horrible. It surprisingly is solid, but kind of disappointment. I mean, I like the idea. Cool idea was to make Transformer into Black Seer line. It wouldn't be awesome that Transformer r.e.d. line would have come with the Builder figures. That would be a perfect line. But unfortunately, instead, it would have been nice to go be more detailed. Who knows? So overall, it has a nice little, pretty solid articulation, details, and nice, pretty capture looks at G1 accurate looks in the animated series. Now, I apologize, I may wrong was the diesel weapon that was from the second episode. That was from the Warning CI Part 2, not Part 1, so I made a mistake. So sorry about it. Other than that, this is the figures overall pretty solid details. As you're a fan of the G1, I guess I highly recommend pick them out this. There was also available from G1 from Starscream, that was King, also r.e.d. line, Bolomy, and that's about it. There's also Cheetor, Optimus Primal from Beast Wars, also etc. I think r.e.d. line is pretty underrated, but it's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to see more line with familiar characters in G1s. Hopefully seeing some like a variance, something like that. There's also a Super 7 figures that was a real expensive. So if you want that's the probably best deal with. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this one. Be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy this review. So thanks for watching and goodbye.